Welcome back. My guest is in his 11th year as Notre Dame head coach. The Irish are ranked 8th in the AP poll. They're number 7 in the coaches poll. Mike Brey joins me once again. Mike, nice to have you back. How are you?
Jim, always good to be with you, man. Great to be with you again.
Good to have you back, Mike. Just saw a whole lot of Ben Hansbrough in that opening rip. Let me get your thoughts first on him. When was the last time you had a guy who was a go-for-the-throat kind of closer that he's been for you?
He's been amazing, Jim. I mean, he is a live on the edge, compete every day, want to win everything, and he flat out, he pulls his teammates along come hell or high water, and his coaches sometimes too. He's just done a great job setting the tone for us, especially in this segment of the Big East that we're in right now.
You know, to that point about the coaches, you've said before that you got to be prepared to teach and coach this guy every single day. In that regard, how is he demanding of the coaching staff?
You know, he has a great basketball IQ, and he's always, Coach, what do we want to do on the ball screen this time? How are they going to guard it? He's thinking the game all the time. So as the teacher, you better be prepared because he's going to have a bunch of questions every day. He's energizing the coach, though, and this team has been really, Jim, very energizing to be around. They're older, they're mature, they're chasing a team goal together. It's been a lot of fun to experience. It only gets more interesting in the Big East here down the stretch.
You know, Mike, it's amazing. You've got that great veteran leadership, but as you look at this team, how would you compare it to other teams you've had in terms of athleticism and quickness?
You know, I think we've probably had quicker teams in the past, but we're big. You know, when we play our 5 seniors, our starting lineup together, you know, Hansbrough is a good 6'3" and strong as heck. And then we're 6'8", 6'9" the rest of the way. And so what we don't do with foot speed, I think our length and our size help us. And where it's really shown up, Jim, is our defensive rebounding. What we're doing this year, maybe more than we've done in the, previous years, is we're keeping teams to one and done. We're able to get the first miss, and that's really helped us defensively.
Yeah, Mike, so you got that crazy veteran leadership. You've got the killer who's got the ball in his hand, and you've got a team that's ranked in the top 10 in both polls, yet you were picked 7th in the conference to start the year. How did everybody miss so badly on this group?
You know, I wonder, too, with all the different people covering college basketball, and there's no question we lost the winningest class in the history of our program. Torrey Jackson and Luke Herringody were great players for us. But the nucleus that made a run to get a bid last year, 4 of those guys were back, and we were adding Scott Martin, who, even though he was out 2 years, transfer year and an injury, he was a heck of a player. So I like the fact that they missed on us because we could kind of hide in the weeds a little bit, of course, till Orlando when we won the Old Spice.
All right, so that was big for you right there. Now, what about the Big East? You mentioned that, Mike. How important is that to get that title? How hard are you pushing your guys to finish that?
You know, when we came out of the Marquette Pitt kind of weekend and we won both of those, we started talking about using the theme chasing it down, meaning the regular season title. Now, Pittsburgh is playing great, and they are certainly handling their business, and they're 2 games up on us. But we want to keep chasing it and keep attacking it. You got a chance to play for a regular season championship. If you do come up short, you certainly want to get in that top 4 of the Big East, Jim, so you get a double bye and you don't play till Thursday.
You know, you and I have talked about this in the past, but there's chasing it down, and then being in a conference like that, there's wearing down. Does the conference make you tournament tough, or does it beat you down, and how do you guard against it?
You know, I think it can do both, and I think as the leader, you've got to negotiate it correctly. I've been in this league 11 years now. You know, one of the things we've done is really smart about our guys getting recovery time. We've had some gaps in our Big East schedule, as you've probably seen, where we have, for example, right now, we don't play till Saturday. It's good early in this week to just get some rest because those old guys, I refer to them as my old guys, they've logged a lot of minutes, and our energy level is good right now. But I think you have to be really conscious of that as you get to the Big East tournament and certainly the NCAA tournament.
And then when you look at the NCAA tournament, Mike, the last few years, they have not been geographically, the committee, so great to you. Do you think maybe this year you've earned yourself a bus trip as opposed to a flight?
Jim, I sure hope so, that we could bus over there. That would be great. I think at this point we've put ourselves in that position. There's still a lot to be done. But to head to Chicago and right around St. Patrick's Day when they turn that river green, I think it would be awesome for us to be over there. That's certainly a goal for us, one of the many we're still chasing.
You feel like maybe on some level, Mike, the committee's got a little something against you, or is this just coincidence and happenstance?
I think it's coincidence. I do. You know, we've got 3 Notre Dame grads on the committee now. But I think it's coincidence. I'm on the NABC board of directors, and we've worked with the basketball committee before, and they do have a tough job fitting everybody in, but it sure would nice to be it would be good to earn a bus trip this year as opposed to getting on a plane, the last couple years.
You want to be rewarded for your efforts. Listen, what's it like on Mike Brey night when you look up into the stands, the students are there representing for you, and it looks like you're looking in the mirror. It's like, hey, all these people look like me. What's going on?
It was amazing. Some of those kids even had bald spots like me. I don't know how they did that at age 20. But you know what, Jim, it's great. I mean, our home atmosphere right now has been great. We've got great energy here. We redid our building here at Purcell Pavilion, and our student section is awesome. I think we have one of the classy home courts right now, and our group, they're very confident playing here. We only have 2 more home games, so we need to finish strong.
And let me ask you something. When you look around the country, you saw that Wisconsin got Ohio State. You saw what Kansas State did to Kansas last night. Is there one team that has separated itself from everybody else?
Yeah, I don't think so. And I thought I saw a headline of an article the other day on ESPN. There are no great teams in college basketball. And I said to myself, that's music to my ears. I love it. So that means we can all try and make a run at this thing. And I would agree with that. I think you've got some, what is the definition of a great team? I think at times we're a great team in that we're a team and we play together and we really know how to play off of each other. But when you look at Ohio State go down, you look at Kansas go down, it's going to be an interesting NCAA tournament, and we're excited and honored to be part of it.
It's going to be great. Mike, good to have you back. I appreciate the visit once again.
Jim, always good to be with you. Thanks.
You got it, Mike. Thank you. Remember, you can check out Jim Roman's Burning each weekday at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific on ESPN. I will see you then.